Good morning, everyone. Today is day 13 of the calendar, and as you can see, I am not at home. So, day 13, we're going to Dominican Republic. It's a typical varietal and it's washed. Basically, varietal and process is the same as yesterday when we went to Panama, but of course, this is different. Also, the flavor profile of the coffee: pink, grapefruit, macadamia, and dark chocolate. Okay, today we are brewing with the different method. Okay, I'm going to do a 15. Okay, we are doing 15, and today we are using the clever dripper. This is a very, I would say, clever method. It's a filter method where you usually use it for a full immersion, and basically work that you put the paper, put the coffee inside, and the water will extract the coffee, and then basically by placing the dripper on top of a server or a cup, basically giving the pressure to the valve, the liquid will start to flow down. Okay, and then with the help of the paper filter, of course, there's going to be a filtration. So it's a full immersion method. If you're familiar with the French press, you know, even French press is a full immersion method, but with this clever dripper, what you achieve a cleaner cup because the filtration is through a paper filter. Okay, perfect. I'm going to grind the coffee and then I'll show you the method we are doing today. Okay, so I'm going to grind coffee. I will go fine. Okay, for today I will grind fine. Let's do 18 clicks. Okay, that's something that for filter coffee you basically never do, but I want to show you this method, so we do 18. Okay, I grind the coffee and then I will show you the method. Okay, coffee is ready, it's 18. I don't have a tray today, so I cannot show you the grind size, but hopefully, I don't know if you can see something. Anyway, we are on the, start to be on the fine grind size. So why 18? Because the method I want to use today is basically, let's say that we reduce the agitation to the minimum, okay? Or no agitation at all. Basically, what I'm gonna place the paper right now, okay? I'm gonna place the paper now. I'm gonna give it a rinse. I'm using hot water. So today the water is at 98. So as you see, it's like very high temperature water. I could use it also 100. Okay, so if you have a kettle, you can go 100, no problem. Okay, so I'm wetting the paper. As you can see, the water stays here. And as soon as I press, the water will go down. That is the clever dripper. Okay, so basically now we wet our paper. Let's say we warm up the dripper, but this is plastic, so it doesn't need to warm up a lot. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to do the classic ratio that I usually do, 15 to 50, but instead of putting coffee first and then the water, okay, instead of putting coffee first and then the water, I'm going to put the water first, and then I am going to add the coffee on top. Okay, so water 98, place my 250, okay, and then I'm gonna take also a spoon. I'm gonna take the coffee and I press the coffee and I start the timer. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of like agitate to make sure that I wet all the coffee and the water in the same way. Okay, now I don't have a lid. Usually Clever Drip has a lid, so anyway, you can use the lid. Yeah, the lid, I lost it, so I don't have it. Here basically now what you do, you are going to extract the coffee. As you see, like there is no turbulence, you don't pour the water on top of the coffee. The advantage of this method is, first of all, you basically avoid clogging, okay? Because in the Clever Dripper or other method, when you going to put the, let me 1 second, so usually a 1 in 10, I'll give it a stir. This stir basically is going to bring all the particles down. So when it's going to be filtration, it's going to be a better filtration, okay? So as I said, like the benefit is that don't pouring the water on top of the coffee, you don't let the fine particles migrate on the paper, so you won't have clogging when you're going to release the coffee, okay? And the second thing is that we're using diffusion as a extraction and not erosion. That's something that I want to explain to you better soon, but we're creating less agitation, so it's more about the sitting, okay? It's more about the extraction, the diffusion, and all the compounds and going to the water in a more, I'm not saying natural way, but in a more peaceful way, okay? Now here, the trick is based on the coffee and on the recipe and what you want to achieve, you decide how long you want to keep the coffee. I'm doing 230 today, okay? Place it on top. And you let it do it. So now the 2 minutes 30, you can do 3 minutes or no, or even less, but less usually. I don't suggest it is not enough because we don't give turbulence. So you need to give time to the coffee and the water, you know, to be in contact. But yeah, this is a very, let's say, easy method to use when you brew your coffee, especially like if you're traveling, if you don't have like a, I don't know, you're traveling, you don't have a goose in a kettle like this one, and so yeah, it's a good way, and especially like if you don't have a goose in a kettle and you don't have the way to control your pour, adding water before, it's even better. So this is a clever method, okay? Now coffee is all drained, okay? Perfect. Okay. The aroma is very fresh. Now I want to understand if I have extracted a lot, because the beans, they look very light roasted today, more than the other times. They look very light roasted. So let's see if giving 2 minutes and a half is enough. All right, this is a good cup of coffee. All right. Oh, actually, I think that's, yeah, it's good and sweet. I'm not saying over extracted, but let's say that maybe I could have reduced the infusion for 10 seconds less, maybe 10, 20. But it's really good. It's very nutty, macadamia. Yeah. So basically what you do with this method, you basically, yeah, apart from like grinding finer, the grind size, of course, control the extraction. Finer is the grind, easier. The water can extract the coffee. But it's all about time. So basically to dial in the coffee, if you think that the coffee is a bit over extracted, or like you want to highlight more the acidity, what you can do is to reduce the contact time. So you will extract less and you will highlight more the acidity. You can even grind slightly coarser if you want, okay? So you can go 20 clicks, and then based on that, you know, you can do the same time. So you change one variable, and then if you see that is not enough because you went coarser, you just like increase the time. So okay, now the coffee starts to open up a bit more. It's a velvety mouthfeel as well, this coffee. So it's sweet and delicate at the same time. And so far I don't feel the grapefruit. Maybe we got more chocolatey and nutty notes, like it was saying, macadamia and dark chocolate. But it's a clean, good cup. So yeah, this was the method of today. I hope everyone is okay. And tomorrow we will be back with another coffee, another region, and another day in London. Right? Everybody stay well, and I will see you. Ciao.